Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we've got here, Lacoste. I've got to sort of agree with the panel. This Wombo combo from Gambit looks pretty scary. Again, you know, they're playing with this Razor that was kind of picked early on. This time around, though, this Razor's got some pretty nice targets to static link with.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be GPK on Razor, and no matter what lane he goes to, he's going to have a good matchup. He's playing either against Kunkka or against Alchemist. Most likely it's going to be against Kunkka on the mid lane. Let's check that. Yes, Kunkka going mid, GPK going mid as well. Wombo combo is strong, but I've made mistake once saying that Naga Siren is better against Alchemist in the late game. Never again.
No?
Once you get that level 20 with the Radiance build, the mischance, 40% cleave, like you just deal so well with the illusions. You can even, in the super late game, you can just sell the Radiance and you still have that cleave to clear them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely excited to see what Sccc is able to pull out on the Alchemist. I mean, it's not a hero that we get the treat of seeing that often really at the moment in Dota 2. So we'll see what sort of magic Sccc can provide with it. And it was that last pick, and ultimately Aster, they've been very good with their drafts. Anytime they've had sort of the last pick, they've always grabbed something that's ended up looking very impressive in the game that ensued after it.
You need to shut down Alchemist. From 7 to 11 minutes, you need to invade his jungle, and Gambit has those two supports who can do so much. You have Nyx Assassin, you have Disruptor. They can move around together, so what Aster needs to do is set up the vision around that post 6-minute mark and get some stacks going for him if the lanes are not going well. As well for the Alchemist and the Secure. They need to be active, play around him. You don't necessarily need to kill Alc, you just be there, annoy him with the stun, with the Thunder Strike, just buy time for the rest of your team. Because if you miss that Radiance timing for 2-3 minutes, it feels so much worse than other heroes.
We'll see here down bottom, just attempting to kill the wave as quickly as they can with the stun, Thunder Strike, and Iron Shell. And they will get the entirety of it before it gets to meet their own. So forcing the Out to have to farm underneath the tower to start things off.
Well, should be fine with that. I mean, he's going to get all the creeps.
I mean, what do you think was the idea here from Gambit? So what's the benefit of playing this aggressive and this steep, skipping the creeps here?
You kill the first creep wave, then you drag it to the neutral creeps, but the BoBoKa already know what they want to do. Keeps harassing them a little bit. Also, you can't really use the courier, but I'm not sure that's the good thing.
Why do this rather than pressure the Alc?
Good question, Owen. I mean, you do not want to give Alc a free farm.
Because he's going to get, what, solo farm and solo XP because of this. And, like, I mean, it's not as if their heroes can't contest him. Like, you feel these heroes can mess with an Alc in the laning stage.
They could.
They don't need to dodge him. Like,
I mean, Alc is farming jungle and lane at the same time.
Okay. I mean, Scc's going to be happy. He's going to be very happy with that. And we'll see if this pays off. Obviously, Gambit themselves, they'll be getting free farm on the Darks here, but at the cost of giving free farm to the Alc.
The last time I checked, I'm not sure though, Darkseer does not have Greevil's Greed.
Yes, no, he does not. Not yet, at least. We'll look for that in future patches. But no, an interesting decision from Gambit. We'll see if it pays off. I think it's certainly going to pay off for the Alchemist. Sccc is, yeah, he's just going to get free farm down there.
I'm just going to leave the camera on him. I'm not watching other lanes.
Just watching this out.
He missed 2 CS so far.
Oh. Well, let's hope his teammates didn't see. Otherwise, his position may be in...
I'm messaging Fade after the game.
Yeah, let him know. Send him the replay. Would you have missed those 2 CSs, Lacoste?
Probably. I was pretty sure that he's going to hit that one. He missed it. We were both wrong.
Now on top lane, Aster, they'll also find themselves first blood. As they get in on top of FNG, the two of them, a lot of bursts, a lot of plays to be made. Fade, second point, also having the point in the Shachlo and the nuke. A lot of potential play. How we're seeing the mid lane should be a pretty one-sided matchup to start things. Yeah, GPK 11 for 6 against the 9 for 2 of the Kunkka. So at least Gambit's got that going on the mid lane. I mean, I'm just still watching this. I don't know, man. Maybe they just don't feel that Alc is a scary hero. They're like...
We did not see Alc in a long time. This hero's pretty garbage, you know.
Yeah, this is it feels like just some disrespect to the Sccc Alc. They're just like, we don't care. You can have solo farm, you can have solo experience.
He's
Gambit
gonna
don't care.
hit level 6, 5 minutes in.
I mean, you know, Gambit, they're the smart ones. We'll see what the plan. Yeah, I said we'll see what they're gonna do. I mean, they'll come back over. Shachlo and Vampire, they're a little closer to Sccc now, but I mean, he's already level 5. He's had a dream start down here, thanks to Gambit deciding not to play into the face of the Alchemist.
3 points in Grievel's Greed already. He's getting 20 gold for each creep he kills.
He's already got the money for the full treads on top of the Soaring. We'll have to wait the 40 seconds for his courier to get back in the game. And obviously on Gambit's side, the farm looking very strong for Dream, 22 and 11. Oh, not quite the same CS, but getting these denies, making sure he's taking a little bit away from XXS on the offlane. Pangolier, sure, XXS though did get involved in that kill onto FNG. Mid lane continues to be very one-sided. As I say, no real surprises there. GPK on Razor is always going to have the upper hand against a Kunkka.
Kunkka will still get the farm, but of course Razor will have the upper hand in this matchup. Yeah. Even if you feel threatened, you can always go for the jungle, but he's bringing the boots right now, so he can't stay away from that static link. Torrent misses. He missed the combo.
Top lane though, FNG gets a bit of a return kill there as poor old Pango dies to the Thunderstruck underneath his tower. Did not have the regen to survive through those damage instances.
It would have been a kill. I was watching the mid lane. He missed the X into Torrent combo under the tower because there was rotation coming out from Fade on Shadow Shaman. Interesting. I thought that should not happen in 2020, but also you should not leave Alk free farm in 2020, but I don't know, I'm no expert.
Yeah, I mean, level 6, Tread Soaring, he's working on that Radiance, of course. Shachlo still getting a lot of farm, and you're seeing all the heroes' net worths here. Shachlo is going to get killed off as well. ChYuan coming in with that torrent to cancel the TP just in time. Shachlo was not expecting that one.
The reason why I was kind of stunned that ChYuan missed the combo is he played extremely well throughout these past 2 days and today as well.
I mean, maybe he's sort of, you know, he's taking it a bit chill. He's like, well, me out to get free farm. I don't even need to try.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. As back on the Sccc cam, just farming resumes. Farming continues. Of course, as an Alk, you know, 6 minutes in, he's 1,000 gold, or more than 1,000 ahead of anyone in the game. And this is only going to continue. They are literally just letting him free farm his Radiance. I mean, it's a dream. I think Sccc is probably pinching himself. He's like, is this real life? Is this just a fantasy? Is this
just a dream from Gambit?
A kill as well. I mean, it just gets better and better for this Alchemist. Blocking up vampires.
Run through the acid spray. I think that's the wrong way, but...
I don't think there was any right way there. I mean, the poor level 2 Nyx Assassin had no escape. Mid lane, X-Mark combo into the boat. But GPK with the static link will stop ChYuan from being able to stick around and get the kill.
And XXS is getting a lot of farm. His level 5 has that Javelin, which he will turn into Maelstrom to deal with the illusions. Also, Disarm is going to be amazing against these two heroes, Razor and Naga Siren.
Yeah, and as we say, down like getting the Maelstrom is also going to be nice against the Illusion army. See if FNG and Dream can do anything. They ideally want to try and go on XXS before he hits the 6. This is still a point where FNG can use his full tool set to mess with the Pangolier. Once the 6 is online, XXS is going to have the chance to roll out of most of these tricky situations.
In the mid game and late game, Enchantress is going to have amazing time using Enchant on the illusions, whether from Naga Siren or from anything that goes through the wall. So like you can have 2 alchemists.
Oh, that's sounds kind of juicy. Here we go. Here's that player talks about. They're able to get on XXS before he has the level 6. Don't quite have enough control. It was close. They bring him low, but FNG alone couldn't quite do it. Dream was still at the creep wave. See back in base at the moment. GPK and Shachlo healing up. XXS does still die. He didn't get away in time. FNG was actually still able to chase him down. I thought, you know, after that first escape he was fine, but he was not. XXS hanging around a little too long. Update on the Alk status. It's 8 minutes in, and he's got his relic pretty much the cost.
I theory crafted how you need to gank him in the jungle, but Apparently you don't have to if you just leave him free farming in the lane.
I mean, it seems like it's just a case of, you know, if we don't look at the Alk, he's not there. You know, it's as long as we don't see him, we don't acknowledge him, he doesn't exist.
I have a picture stuck in my mind, Ryan Reynolds saying, "But why?" You know, but why? Because it makes no sense. Like, he's gonna have 11-minute radiance.
It does seem a little baffling. I mean, as I said, Gambit obviously have a reason for this. I can't seem to find it. But that, you know, SCC, that's the goal.
I mean, maybe
Relic's
FNG
done.
will talk about it in the losers interview.
Well, we'll see. We will see. There's Gambit. They want to make plays elsewhere. They're just going to ignore that bottom lane for the entirety of this. They'll look towards ChYuan. ChYuan, static linked. He's going to get the torrent out, but didn't get the boat coming down. So there will be no protection from the run. ChYuan should fall. I say should. Actually, that Rolling Thunder, that's just going to go and save him for now. So no, they still got the glimpse. They'll get him back. They will get the kill on ChYuan that they were looking for. Gambit starting to get active with GPK across the map.
GPK is the player that is very active. We saw in the previous game he was involved at one point in 6 out of 6 kills, and the team relies so much on him to create space for Dream, especially when he's playing those like heroes who don't come online so fast. Radiance will be done in the next 20 seconds.
I mean, I didn't expect to see any Alk here, and I did not expect to see an Alk getting a 10-minute radiance in this patch, but it's happening. It really is.
Oh, he's going to farm the stack as well. The Dream, Mud Golems as well.
It just gets better and better.
Stack it one more time, because why not?
Oh, he messed it up. Top lane, Static Storm's down. Again, this is the second time that ChYuan's been up here and he'll die for it. Gets the boat out, but with the glimpse back, they have the control and damage to kill him off. 2 times ChYuan's fed up top. I think ChYuan's still just not trying. He's just like, hey, CCC's going to carry this. I'm just going to die. It's fine. My Alk's got Radiance at 10 minutes in.
Now he starts the flash farm.
Yes.
He was just kidding for the first 10 minutes.
You thought this was quick farm.
This was tutorial.
But yeah, now it's going to amp up. He's 3.5k ahead of the Naga Siren, and that is only going to get worse.
But why? But why?
How's our Naga Siren doing?
They will have a really nice timing, sorry, Owen.
Yeah.
Shadow Shaman has that level 6. Alchemist will keep farming. I want to see a Blink Dagger BKB build on him. You have Radiance playing against Nyx Assassin, which could be very hard to play into.
So the drag back onto XXS. We'll be able to break up the swashbuckle. He's going to be able to roll out this one. Pops the Thunder. They don't quite have enough physical to kill him. He'll play it safe as well. XXS popping the TP during the roll. And we'll make it away. ChYuan decided to play a little safe.
There it is. 2 Alchemists keep farming. Enchantress just took over the illusion, as I expected.
All right. Thank you, Darkseer. Yes, indeed, that Radiance illusion will be sent over. I think, yeah, XXS is pinging it out. He's just sort of saying, hang on, this guy's got a Radiance.
Manta style as well. What happened?
They're going to smoke up. I think Gambit, they've finally come over to this half of the map, but already, SCC's out of there. He's cleaning up stacks elsewhere on the top side of the map. It's going to go for Radiance into the BKB. So, obviously, with that item being rushed, he can't turn up to fights, and he's not going to feel threatened by any sort of gank from Gambit.
If this game drags, there's such a nice Aghanim Scepter upgrades that he can give to his teammates.
See, an attempt onto ChYuan. This smoke should result in the Kunkka kill. He'll get the boat down, but he's trapped in the kinetic field. This is another time where they're finding ChYuan. You know, he really is the one taking the beating. Gambit, they're always finding the Kunkka.
FNG is very active this game, in 5 out of 5 kills, all over the place, even getting the solo kills. Now they're going to pressure mid tower a bit. That's going to be a full Yule Scepter completed on Razor.
Oh, mid. Oh. Not the
Caster's Curse.
Not the combo there that FNG was hoping for. The glimpse out of the Static Storm.
Our viewers hope for that combo.
Oh, they do. The emotes are flowing fast now in the chat. But yeah, SCC, he's got a BKB. I mean, it's 13 minutes in the cost, and he's double the net worth of anyone else in the game.
He farmed BKB in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah.
He had Radiance, what was it, 10
20?
Yeah.
I think it was 10-minute Radiance, pretty much. I mean, Gambit, they obviously just feel that this is not a problem. They're like, you know, so you know that little dog picture with everything is fine whilst the fire, you know, the whole house is burning fire, down around us. It's fine. Just don't look at the out. There we go. They're going to find Shachlo here. Can he get away? Gets the virtual wall off. He's burning, and it's not going to be enough to kill him. He will actually live. The song will save him, and that's the combo. The song into the Static Storm. Still, well, it was the start of the combo. There wasn't any end to that combo, and it is just going to result in Vampire dying.
It was 50% of the combo, not very effective. Now they even have a second illusion from that Alchemist. It's time to go.
I mean, SCCC's just running in. He knows how strong he is right now. Torrent, bow combo onto GPK. I mean, this really has just been a whole bit of a head scratcher. This out, I don't know what the plan is now, Lacoste.
Keep farming. I mean,
like,
that was the plan. I gotta be honest, Owen, I did not see any of the teams trying not to contest Alchemist, instead just giving him free farm on the lane and in the jungle at the same time. They bought 2 sentry wards on the bottom to reward that sentry that was blocking the side camp.
Just interesting. Interesting. I think that's the word for it.
And by interesting, you mean dumb?
Oh, no, wow, that's pretty deep. That's very harsh.
We've seen some Galaxy Brain plays. It might not be the one. We'll see in the end who was wrong and who was right.
I'm still waiting for the master plan from Gambit. They've got some plan. You know, this is going to be some, you know, just sort of a 100-headed level play. You know, you've seen the 5 heads. They're going for the 100-head play here, Gambit. Nobody understands what it's going to be. But it's going to come. This is all part of the plan.
The question is when.
Yes. And if it happens in this game. As Sccc revving up the concoction, ending over the Rolling Thunder. That's pretty beautiful. Onto the 3 of them. Look at this angle. He's catching them all. They'll kill off the Disruptor. Swashbuckle to chase as Sccc is ready to start running them down. Stone will hold him back. Can they catch anything else here, Aster? Swashbuckle won't catch GPK, and he's been surged and sent back to safety. They still get the X mark and concoction over onto the Darks here. Shachlo's dead.
Still big question mark.
Big question.
I mean, they can play this extremely fast. Every single time they have mass serpent wards, they will take the tower.
Yeah.
And they can deal with the illusions. Once again, Enchantress with the enchant. Taking away illusions from either Naga Siren or anything that they throw a wall onto. This is going to be a core Pangolier as well. It's an offlane. He already has Javelin, deals a lot of damage, 4 points in Lucky Shot, which means the Sarm will be extremely effective against both Razor and Naga.
Oh. And look at that. You've got to give a shout out to BoBoKa. Look at the camp stacks. He has been the main man responsible for them. 13 camp stack this game for SCCC, so the true support here.
Unlucky number, but
maybe not for them, you know, maybe for Gambit at this rate. It's a 7k lead. Alchemist remains double the net worth of anyone in the game. He's nearly got the Maelstrom done on top of it, so his farm's gonna...
You mean Mjolnir?
Well, yeah, at this speed, yeah, pretty much the whole Mjolnir done, nearly. But there must be a plan here from Gambit. There must be a plan.
It's the combo. Naga Siren plus Disruptor.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, to be fair to them, it's a pretty busted combo.
It is.
It's a pretty good combo.
You just need to give farm to Disruptor. He needs to find farm, get Aghanim Scepter. They might even swap things around. Ixas Vampire, get the Sentry Wards, so they can get that Aghanims on Disruptor. Just shift the farm. Oh, the Dream. He also has Philosopher's Stone on Disruptor. That's going to help a lot.
That was the plan. Yeah, look at you with your Grievel's Greed. I've got a Philosopher's Stone, mate. You know, look at you all fancy with your passive. I've got it in a neutral item. And tier 2 towers are being taken. Gambit, they're going to try and put a bit of pressure down below them. As Dreams there, backed up by FNG. We'll find the route. Onto the Pango, route into the Static Storm, but it's not going to be anything more than that. The SCCC does get glimpsed away, but the Static Storm will not result in anything happening in favor of Gambit.
Now it's time to run mid. Get that tier 2 tower. You don't even have to use the wards. They might even threaten the high ground. Alchemist still has 10-second BKB.
And is he 100 gold away from the full Mjolnir? Yeah, that's... I
didn't even buy Meltor. He
just buys a whole Mjolnir at 18 minutes on top of a Radiance Blink BKB. I mean, to be fair to Gambit, there hasn't been a lot of Alchemist picked. Maybe they literally just forgot he was a hero. And even when he was picked, they were like, what is that? Is that a hero? I don't think that's a hero. Oh, right, just ignore it.
He does. They're going to drop the boards. It's going to be freebie. Scan, Dire, they're afraid that they're standing on the high ground.
How can they do anything to contest this?
Naga Siren is nowhere nearby.
No. I mean, yeah, this Dream's still trying to finish off that defusal, whilst Sccc is about 10 items ahead. As that's Roche, that's an Aegis. I mean, Sccc, I mean, he better be enjoying this. I don't think he's ever going to have an easier out game. This is sort of the highlight of his Alchemist playing.
Maybe it's his birthday today. I got to check Wikipedia.
Yeah, it could be.
Let me check.
Let's see, how close are we?
C.
Check if it's his birthday. I'm actually interested now. Let's see, Sccc's birthday.
August 18th.
That's
not even close.
No, it's not. I mean, maybe they just messed up the calendar, Gambit. They read the dates wrong and decided to give him a very early birthday present. What's he picking up a Quelling Blade for? What's it? Oh, he's just sending back on the cover. Okay. What's he going for next? Going for the Basher? Going for, well, I say back, going for the AC. Abyssal, we should say, yes. Abyssal on track to be picked up in a few minutes.
Now Dream is ready to fight. He has that Manta style and Diffusal Blade. A lot of damage, a lot of mana burn, even though the item got nerfed in the previous patch, 10 mana less. Let's see the mid one, if they can get a kill.
I've got the Concoction follow-up. Shachlo, he's a little tanky, but not quite tanky enough to deal with an out with Mjolnir, Radiance, BKB at 20.
Lotus Orb. Kunkka is utility in this game. They're just relying on Alchemist to solo carry it.
I'd say that's a pretty safe bet, with this out being, I mean, he's fairly farmed, I'd say. It's not bad, really, to have this amount of farm.
It's okay-ish.
It's all right. No,
it's decent.
Yeah, I've done it before.
He has more farm than Dream and GPK together.
Yeah, at 20 minutes. Now, I'm not the expert, but that seems like it's a little bit of a problem for Gambit. I'll be honest.
You're just good with numbers. You don't have to know Dota. If you look at the network chart, you're like, what's going on here?
That's basically my job. That's all I do. Read out the net worth, boom, next thing you know, you cast in TI finals. It's that easy. Bottom lane.
You know how I got into TI last year? I bought a lot of artifact cards.
Aye, that works as well. That's one of the the reasons the game went out of business. I just brought all the cards. There's no cards left for anyone else to buy. Gaiman was like, good job, Odie. Thank you for buying the money, buying the cards. I got the full set. It's still sitting there.
It's an investment.
It is. It's a smart investment. What about investments? Sccc's been able to make all the investments this game because he's had all the money. And the Abyssal Blade, it's coming out very shortly. Top lane, Fade, he's going to have a bit of fun himself.
It's been a while since we saw a kill.
Dream might find something here. Oh, he's going to have to song TP out. He is aware that the Alchemist is a little bit of a threat. He does not want to hang around. Top lane, they'll chase down Fade. Running around the tree line. He goes for a shackle.
He bought the blink.
Job's done, money
spent.
It's a
lot of gold, though. 500 gold for Shachlo.
And the Abyssal Blade...
No, Kunkka, you do not go for Aghanim Scepter in this kind of a game. You do not want to use 4,000 gold. Alchemist will eventually buy it for you.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Sccc, he's just finished an Abyssal Blade in 2 minutes since we saw him cured up. That's how quick this is coming out. I mean, he is on track to have more farm than the entire team combined. I don't know if we'll see that. If we do the maths, how much is he going to need to reach? What net worth? He's got 12, 22, 29, 32, 35. Okay, so yeah, he's got 26k. Gambit as a team have 35k. They start taking some high grounds and bases. This out is relatively going to be way more farm than any out in inside of a game.
Yeah.
the relative farm of this man compared to his opponents is phenomenal.
Still a minute left on that Aegis. They don't want to go for high ground yet. Fade, still 25 seconds left on his wards. Also has a Keen Optic and Ether Lens. Once he hits level 15, the cast range talent, he can just cast it from another galaxy.
Who will they find? No one. Gambit will play it safe. Keep themselves in the base. Dream also able to TP out before Fade does find him. Fade was hunting in the right area. TP out, keeps Dream safe.
I want to see some damage on Kunkka. Either like AC or you get crit into BKB. You're still going to scale, and you want to have something prepared for the super late game if this game drags post 15-minute marks. That's why you don't want to buy that Aghanim Scepter. Alex is going to give it to you anyway. Age is gone.
And that's the thing, I think at this rate, I don't know if this game is going to drag. I mean, Aster's very close to being able to push up. I imagine when Sccc has the 20, has the heart done.
But they should not underestimate the power of Disruptor and Naga combo. FNG is farming, has that Philosopher's Stone halfway towards Aghanim Scepter.
Sure, but when the heart's done, do they have enough damage to kill the Alk? Do you think they can still do it with the full combo?
They could, yeah.
They could?
They
Okay.
don't have any kind of save. There's no Astral, there's no like GA in this game. He dies. He can't pop that BKB. There's a ton of magical damage on top of wall.
Hunting for Dream here. Ooh, good torrent from ChYuan. Catches Dream out on the escape. Dream gets the song off. But with the Rolling Thunder already going as well as the out BKB, he cannot escape this. He's going to be left behind. The carry down for 50 seconds. Aster can now push on and chase for more. Shachlo hexed and shackled by Fade. 2 immediate kills for Aster as SCCC's day just continues to get better and better. Those kills.
D.
Oh, how I see in the numbers? What, 29? So they've got themselves 25, 32,
Still not
36.
He needs to speed up.
Yeah, I need to.
BoBoKa, come on, stack the camps.
Let's get it to the point where CCC has more farm than the entire team of Gambit combined. Oh, here we go. High ground push at 25 minutes. You're out. I mean, he is. This is a 6-slotted out at 25 minutes in the year 2020. They take the tier 3. They take the racks. Heart's on its way out on the courier.
And he's just beating the racks. Melee one's gone. Ranged ones as well will be finished by Serpent Wards. Someone should TP top, address this huge push. Kunkka's still going for Aghanim Scepter.
I mean, honestly, we saw it. I think ChYuan's just having fun this game. He's just sort of sitting back, relaxing, saying, all right, SCCC, you take the wheel, you've got this.
Full heart on Alchemist.
Yeah. I mean, arguably, he's 7-slotted here at 26 minutes in SCCC. Level 21. Still yet waiting to see what Gambit's answer is for all of this.
They're relying on this one combo to get them back in the game. Disruptor needs 700 gold to finish the Aghanim Scepter.
If they do manage to swing this around, this is going to be incredible. Honestly, it'll be the biggest brains of plays that we've ever seen from Gambit if they somehow beat this Alchemist. As this Alchemist is just in a position that looks untouchable right now.
Ags on Kunkka finished. It's going to be hard to use any abilities. Also, it might mess up with their combo if RNG kicks in.
Move down bottom. Aster start to bring this bottom wave all the way around towards Gambit's high ground so they can prepare themselves for a second attempt at sieging another lane. Dream's item progression, his heart done. He's looking for the butterfly. It's going to take him a fair bit of time though to get there. And that time, of course, is going to be nowhere near to the point where it's ready to come to this fight as Aster bringing in the bottom lane. They are eyeing up this Rax, and honestly now it's at the point where SCCC is kind of just getting too much gold. He's just like, what do I do now?
FNG is running back to base. Like, he's going to sit in the fountain to see if Aster's gonna push, so he sells the Magic Wand, Tranquil Boots, and Windlace and get that Aghanim Scepter.
I mean, last game, we obviously did see that death from Sccc. Maybe that's what Gambit's banking on. They're like, guys, it's fine.
He did it once, he can do it again.
He's gonna push out on his own. We're gonna kill him. There's no one gonna be around to help him. Maybe that's the plan here.
Aster should not try to go for high ground. It's not the safe play. Waiting for Roche to respawn. It will be up in 25 seconds.
Yeah, they can chill out, go for that. Get the Moon Shard out on Sccc. As Gambit, I mean, you know, in all seriousness, it's all about that one play. They've got to find that perfect setup, the perfect combo.
FNG's out of the base, trying to find any kind of farm. Couple of creeps, Philosopher's Stone, helping him out. Let's see if he sells the items. Like they need, yep, there it is.
Okay.
Sold everything he could to get that Aghanims.
All right. This is it. They need it. They need it perfect. There's no room for anything less than perfect when it comes down to Gambit's team fight. If they want a chance of swinging this game around. It's 29 minutes in, they're 26,000 gold down. They're going to smoke up. They're heading over to Roche. This is make or break time for Gambit.
Kanka should stay outside. They know. Illusion's approaching. Fade using shackles.
Here's
Here comes
the song.
Sleep.
Okay, let's see what they can get with this. Who do they want to go on? They can't split up, but there it is. Okay, the 4-man vacuum into the Static Storm. They've got the stun as well.
That's it, though.
That was it. Is this actually the plan all along? The boat comes crashing over there. They didn't kill the Alchemist, so now Sccc is going to just turn and with a 7-slot start just killing them all. It was a nice attempt.
It was a sick combo. Nicely executed, but now what?
That will be in the Gambit highlight reel without the ending.
Yeah, we're going to see that a couple of times.
Yeah, just sort of just end the replay as they get vacuumed in and be like, all right, that was nice.
That was genius.
Yeah. I mean, that was the plan. They tried it. It didn't work. Gambit, they don't get the chance to push them away.
There's an Aegis. XXS, like, guys, someone should pick it up. Oh, maybe I'm
there it is.
That's,
you know, this was nice. It's Gambit, you know, you can start the hype music and then stop the clip. Stop it. Oh,
right
stop
now.
it. No. Oh, no.
He was too tanky with that heart. If he didn't have heart instead, let's say he had AC, they could have probably taken him down.
It was a nice combo, though.
It was.
It looked nice for those moments. Hyde getting into this one. Yeah, he knows. He sees as soon as that...
I can read lips. Nice law. That's what he said.
Sccc popping off as well. I mean, as I said, he is having a dream experience right now. He is having a great time. 6-0-6. He's probably, you know, he could have his feet up for all it's worth. He's just been chilling, hitting creeps, winning games. He's been fun like a madman. Song, they're kind of grouped up here.
Combo again.
Combo part 2. Electric Boogaloo. They get the edge. They get the
electric.
This time around, not normal to have the sequel being better than the original, but this time it actually was. It's working. They've killed off the out. XXS will be able to roll away with the BKB and the Rolling Thunder. He'll get out of there, but they killed the Alchemist.
They also used the buyback. They killed Pangolier. He had Aegis.
I mean, are there any other examples, the cost, where sort of the follow-up's been better than the original?
That's a tough one. I'd say Lord of the Rings, Two Towers is better than the first one.
I'd agree with that. But there we have it. Gambit showing they've still got a bit of fire in them. This combo, is it really that great that they can win a game where they have ignored an Alchemist for 30 minutes? Honestly, that would be amazing.
Disruptor going for Refresher. The one way you itemize against this is you get Eon discs on everyone. That's how you win. All right.
I mean, Scc's still got the money to do so. He has got 4,500 gold. So we'll see which way he wants to go. He's got the AC queued up. But honestly, this is remarkable. I've never seen anything like this. If they can really do it, push it the whole way. Gambit showing that you could just let an out free farm for 30 minutes because they have a combo that is so intensely powerful.
If he did not have that Philosopher's Stone, they would not have Aghanims on time.
Thank you, Gaben.
Now, that's a huge problem. Like, they can try to go in. One way to play also is just put down the wards and spread as much as you can and let Alk do the trick, even though it's not going to be that easy. Also, he should sell his Radiance pretty soon.
Yeah, you feel it's...
Has a built-in cleave now, clears the creep wave. Also, stunning yourself against Nyx Assassin Carapace could be deadly.
Fun, yeah.
They know. They just smoked under the ward.
It does mean it's unlikely that Aster will be able to get much with it. They're going to draw the line to just push out this top lane. Try and go for a second set of racks, but those ults, they're back up. Song's available, so is the Static Storm. They got to watch out for that combo. I mean, what if you are Aster now and you've got yourself in a position where you're caught out by that combo? How do Aster make sure that doesn't happen to them? Like whose sort of job is it to break that? How do they break that?
You need to stay as far away from each other as possible. Like, there's no other way. Even if you're not that close, Darkseer with the vacuum is going to reposition you. The one way is if Dream messes up the song somehow. They're coming in.
A little more split up this time, as you say. Sccc is still going to get decently static linked here by GPK. It's able to build up a nice 142, and the butterfly is complete for Dream. His items do continue to build up. How do Aster push into this now? It's certainly got a little trickier after that combo has been shown to have such potency. Using the Yules to try and cancel and mess up the bring back with the X mark, and it will work. They'll start their attempts onto the Alchemist. From the side though, Faye comes in, drops the Serpent Wards. Sccc nice blinks across, takes out the Nyx Assassin.
But he's stuck.
He is.
Help.
Oh,
team.
Now what can they do? Can they find any sort of setup here? What's the plan? They don't want to commit the follow-up Static Storm for now. They couldn't quite find Aster's heroes grouped up enough, as you've seen. Sccc will throw out the concoction. The vacuum comes down, but he is on top of Dream, and with the shackles, Faye, he's holding Dream down perfectly. Dream, can he get away in time? He cannot. The impetus will finish him off. Dream does not have buyback. So Aster will be able to finish off this top set of racks, you would imagine. There's a buyback from Shachlo, but without the two heroes.
Man, XXS did such a good job on Pangolier rolling before, so you can't get the combo. That's one way to deal with it, and he was controlling FNG, stunning him a couple of times and just being on top of him so he can't pop that ulti.
And this is very hard for Gambit to stop Aster from taking more now with no Naga Siren. For 40 seconds, he went full in on that butterfly purchase, jump forward with the Abyssal Blade. Tries to initiate onto GPK, the Hex follow-up from Faye. This time they get the vacuum again, the Static Storm, but without Dream, they don't really have the follow-up damage. They just simply turn, kill off the Disruptor. They go back towards pushing onto the Tier 4 towers, and they're going to call it. GG is called. Aster will take this game too. As I said, just a different experience, really, that match. We got to see the results of what happens when you ignore an out for 30 minutes. We did get to see the Gambit, they did have a plan, it didn't work out. It wasn't good enough to deal with the fact that you've let this Alchemist problem develop for the entirety of the game. You know, this isn't any old out, this is an Sccc out, backed up by BoBoKa making all those stacks. He was farmed to just another level this game.
If you think about it, is it worth it, and what do you learn from this? I don't think you're ever, I think that's why we talked about and made fun of it so much, and they almost made it to do it, but you're relying on just one combo. They executed it 2 times perfectly, but that's not what you want to do. We gotta give credit to Aster. They played amazing in this game, especially the SCCC having the time of his life on the bottom lane.
I don't think, I said, I hope he's enjoying this, because I don't think he'll ever be allowed this free of an out game again. They got it as that final pick, and as I said, you know, we've seen Aster a lot of the times coming in with these last pick heroes, and they've just been devastating. This was another one of those games, but just in a bit of a different fashion. Gambit, they obviously had this idea of trying to approach this in a way that didn't involve slowing down the Alk early. It just didn't work out today. And I don't know if it will work out again. I feel this is not necessarily the way you want to tackle an Alk.
We can agree on that one for sure now.
I think everyone can agree. Or everyone at home watching. Interesting stuff, as I say. It's always fun to watch. It's always fun to see. Obviously not fun for Gambit. They do, with that, lose the series 2-0. They'll obviously get another chance, as they'll be knocked down to the lower half of the bracket, I believe. And with that, Aster, they have secured themselves a spot in the grand finals, unless I'm crazy. That's what was happening here, wasn't it?
Yes,
They're on to the grand finals. They're on to the grand finals, Aster. So only a best of 5 stands between them and getting through to the major. And with games like this, they certainly look to be in that hot spot to take it all here at the StarLadder ImbaTV Minor. We'll have to keep our eyes on them as we move forward with the rest of the games tomorrow. But don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to send you straight back to the panel to wrap up this 2-0 victory for Aster against Gambit.
Thank you, Odipixel on the cost. And indeed, Aster has not dropped a single game on their way to the grand finals, but they have secured that grand finals slot. I'm here with Tsunami and Winter, and we're here about to talk about the Alchemist having a free game. There was, other than that, not a whole lot to analyze. Obviously, those couple of team fights giving some hope for Gambit was great, but Alchemist was such a problem.
I'd like to apologize for preemptively hyping up what I claimed would be a definitely exciting game.
Yes. I believe you promised.
I did. I gave a definite guarantee. My word does not mean very much.
No.
Because I did not expect Aster to so systematically dismantle Gambit with just, it was just procedural play. They gave the Alchemist all the resources necessary, and SCC, even like there were some counter-warding opportunities where they were giving SCC the Greevil's gold bonus just for getting the last hit. They were putting on the most clean performance, a major worthy performance. As Owen said, they will be moving on to the grand finals with the best of 5, and Gambit will have to go back to the drawing board after getting 2-0'd by them as they face Alliance tomorrow.
It was just like a great last pick. I think when you're playing your whole draft relying on like a very long cooldown wombo combo, and your lineup generally becomes very, very slow, and on top of things, Alchemist was a very good matchup against the Naga, because you play somewhat into a very similar game. You push out the waves, you jungle, but you have the Driller's Greed that allows you to hit your timings much, much faster. And without the combo, they can't really even touch him. And even with the combo, it took them, what, like 40 to 50 minutes to even kill him once.
I do need to ask the biggest question, though. Could they have done anything to the Alc on lane? Because that's where it all started, that's where it all went out.
It's very difficult because Aster had better supports that could pressure the lane and win the lanes. And their heroes are heroes that are not supposed to do that well in the lanes. They are happy with like going 50-50, get their levels and try to team fight you.
Yeah, if they had put more effort on shutting down the Alc early on, then the rest of the supports would have just done stuff elsewhere on the map. And at the end of the day, they're just going to come back and stack creeps for the Alchemist anyway.
It's just a lineup weakness, I think. They have limitations. It was a very, very good last pick.
It really was. I think Sccc had an absolute ball. Now, sure, we can all agree this Alchemist kind of sealed the deal in this game. Glimmers of hope for Gambit. That execution for team fight.
Oh yeah.
Disregarding the last one, those 2 big fights, those were amazing.
Yeah, but you would hope that whenever you draft this kind of wombo combo that you are capable of executing it like that.
True.
Because this isn't a particularly difficult combo to execute. You have the sleep for setup, you have vacuum that works through sleep, and the kinetic field and static storm are so big now that it's not that difficult to land it. But they did it. It's just, yeah, it was just a fantastic last selection of the Alchemist. This was an incredible fight.
This was the best one. But they couldn't get the link on the Alc, that's why they couldn't kill him in the end.
Yeah. And then the fight that happened after that, they were able to get the link on the Alc, and as someone said, the sequel was better than the original.
They actually did get the link on the Alc, yeah. But they just couldn't kill him. Yeah, they got the link. Minus 222 damage.
Just too potent. Here we see it again. This time around, they do manage to win the fight. And there was a little bit. Winter, you said one more fight like this, and Gambit's gonna be back in it because this is like the power spike of Alc.
The Alc was already as strong as it gets, and if they don't really get to end the game, even though there's like 20k lead, the game would actually just turn into Gambit's favor.
Yeah, any Aghanim scepters that he would hand out would not change the game that significantly. At most, you enter a base race situation.
Shaman X, a refresher, maybe.
Yeah, if they entered like tier 4 sieging, wow, man, he was a hype.
I mean, he had a hype game.
He had a hype day. The SCC did fantastic today.
True.
His Arc Warden was excellent. His Alchemist was excellent. overall, definitely a return to form for him as a player.
Yes.
And I'm really looking forward to see what he brings in the grand finals, because I think that no matter who shows up, Gambit or Alchemist, Gambit or Alliance, he will be able to yet again replicate this kind of fantastic performance.
You think after what we've seen today, Aster, compared to Alliance and Gambit, is the top dog?
Oh yeah, they 2-0'd everyone. They did not drop a single game throughout this entire tournament. And that's definitely the mark of a team that's just on a level ahead of everyone else.
It's true. What do you think? Yeah.
Let's see tomorrow who can get to ask that question again.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the best play style against Aster? MVP.
I don't know if it's play style.
I think Gambit fares a little bit better because they are more flexible. Alliance is not as flexible. They did try to be flexible today, and it worked. They won the TA game, but I'm not very sure if they are going to be able to replicate it with a lot of other heroes.
I think it's going to fall on the shoulders of the captains. I think all of the victories from Aster have come from very exotic draft picks and unique farm priority distribution, and that kind of versatility has to be established early on while you're picking the heroes. Once you enter the game, you can only do so much, but LaNm's on fire with these drafts right now.
He really is, and he is just a stand-in as well. He's absolutely killing it, making a good case for himself to be picked up by... So what is LaNm doing at the moment?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm surprised that someone like him is a free agent. It's just like, oh, you stand in, all right, whatever. I guess I can do that.
Yeah. Aster making a clean road to the grand finals, waiting for their opponent. And Gambit and Alliance, I mean, we knew it was going to happen at some point. They haven't faced yet all tournament, have they? No, they have, because Gambit 2-0'd Alliance earlier on already in the group stages, because they started out in the same group. And here's the times as well. Look at them carefully, because they're different from the previous days. We are going to start at 1 p.m. CET. That is about 4 hours later than what we normally start. So make sure to be there on time, but don't be 4 hours early, because that would be unfortunate. Although I bet there's going to be a rerun of the previous series, which is not going to be too bad either. At least the first game was great. If you missed it, you should watch it. Second game, I mean, it was good.
It was good. If you want to watch like an absolute clinic on how you're supposed to have an Alchemist be enabled, then that you can ask for a more textbook example.
How to play Alch.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was it for today. 4 best-of-3 series behind us, and only 2 more series before we find out which one of these 3 remaining teams will make it to the major and will be the champion of the StarLadder ImbaTV Minor. Join us tomorrow for all that action.